Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Bowhunting AZ podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about subscription boxes that will help elevate our hunting game. I'm going to cover the boxes, the owner behind the box, and a little bit about their story in the outdoors. Thank you so much to the 6 boxes who are willing to participate in this episode. Today we have Backcountry Fuel Box, Mountain Hunter Box, Hunter's Hall, Bowhunter Box Club, Alpha Outpost, and Sportsman's Box. Let's jump on into today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Bowhunting AZ podcast. Today we're going to kind of break away from the normal interview process. It's going to be pretty raw and uncut, so just bear with us. Today's episode is going to be all about subscription box services and how these hunting subscription boxes can really elevate our hunting game. You know, we've got a lot of time in the off season where I personally will find myself in the store picking up different items here and there. And I feel like a lot of these boxes deliver those items. And if we just supported our local community as a whole, then we would have been getting these items anyways through these subscription box services. So I contacted 6 different companies. They were all awesome and working with me, got me boxes. So let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go through them and let's take a look. So box number 1, we've got Sportsman's Box. Adam Whitehead has been great in working with me. We had a little bit of a shipping hiccup. You know, the mail is what it is sometimes. And so he got me this box actually literally before I started this podcast. But Adam's great. And this is the Sportsman's Box. Sportsman's Box, you can do 12 months for $480. You can do 6 months for $270, 3 months for $142.50, or you can do it monthly at $49. So let's go ahead and open this one up. Inside here, we've got 3 items and our packaging. So we've got a Hunter Orange beanie. This is a heater beanie. Keep your head warm. I could definitely use this here even in Arizona. It gets really cold sometimes in January. And I've actually got 2 different sets of camo. I've got my basically anything north of, near Flagstaff camo that's got some wool inside of it pretty much. And then I've got some Southern Arizona camo for the winter. It'll get maybe, 30s and 40s, but it can get much colder than that up near Flagstaff. So this is perfect. That beanie will keep your head warm and it's Hunter Orange. That's not required here in Arizona, but if you're out of state and if you need that Hunter Orange, that'll fulfill that need. We've got here some cleanse oil. Field and range cleanser. This is great, especially if you got to do any sort of field breaking. This thing's not too big. This is something you could definitely throw in your pack. You can break down your rifle, shotgun, what have you, and go ahead and take care of your maintenance right then and there. We've also got a Bison Cooler 20-ounce tumbler. I use the living daylights out of these. I've tons of tumblers everywhere, especially the vacuum sealed ones like this is. This will keep your water or coffee, what have you, your liquid beverage, cold for 12 hours, hot for 6 hours, and it's green. That's my favorite color. I don't know if you knew that or not, but these always come in use. I can't recommend it enough. Make sure you check out Sportsman's Box. It's a great one, and it fulfills those needs that you have for hunting season. All right, next we've got Mountain Hunter Box. The owner, Derek Depew, is a phenomenal guy, very easy to get a hold of, super vocal on all of his social media outlets. Derek's been hunting for about 30 years now. Most of it's been on public land, and he would kind of tag along with his dad as his dad would scout. Growing up, him and his sister would have to take turns with his dad, and they would always argue over who was able to go and who had to stay. When Derek turned 10, his dad said he was finally ready to start deer hunting and took him out for his first time with a single shot 12 gauge. I asked Derek what made him decide to start a subscription box service, and he said he wanted to get more involved in the outdoor community. He kind of had a dream of owning an archery shop, but he realized how much of his time that would take away from him being able to be in the woods and that he would have to give that up. His full-time career actually was a police officer. Derek was involved in an encounter where somebody stole a car that had 2 kids inside of it. He was injured in the incident and fighting to get the car back. and it ended up with him having to get repairs to his rotator cuff, 2 pins to 5 screws in his shoulder to repair his rotator cuff, and then 2 pins to repair his bicep. While he was kind of couch ridden, I guess, strapped to the couch, he was watching Born and Raised Outdoors, Land of the Free series, and he decided that it was not in his nature to just sit around and do nothing. He was planning an over-counter the elk hunt, and he noticed that everywhere he looked, people were asking kind of what gear they should use for their first hunt and what items were beneficial to hunters. And right here, he decided basically that he was going to start a subscription box service for backcountry hunters, and he wanted to provide them with gear every month and that they could try new stuff at a fraction of the price. Derek prefers a bow 95% of the time. He will use a rifle. He's not opposed to it, but he's definitely an archery kind of guy. Each of these boxes for the Mountain Hunter box has about 3 to 5 items. And let's go ahead and open this one up. So taking a look here, open up the box. For the audio listeners, I'm going to be very descriptive today so that you can kind of get a good feel of everything. So right off the bat, we've got 4 items here. And we've got Black Rifle Coffee Company. They've got instant coffee, 10 individual pouches. This is super useful. I know for a fact that for some reason, I'm a huge coffee addict. And for whatever reason, when I'm out there in the field, I'm always forgetting what I'm going to do about coffee. I do have a couple thermoses that I use and that I'll put the coffee in and take with me, but sometimes I just don't really think about it, and it seems to be the item occasionally that gets forgotten. So having these instant coffee would be perfect. We've also got a protein bar here. It's an RX bar. It's blueberry flavor. We got 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and no BS. So that's a super delicious snack. I always resort to easy things like this that I can throw, 5 or 6 of and kind of eat along the way. Something that's healthy and that's going to keep you going and not bog your system down, making you tired while you're out there. We've got a Typhoon match kit by Zippo, 15 Typhoon matches with a water-resistant case. That is something super critical to have, especially when you're doing those longer trips out there where you're going to be going a long ways. You're going to be camping overnight. You might be wading through some rivers and stuff. Just depends on where you're going, but this is something super important to have that'll be very beneficial to you if you're starting a campfire. I'm super excited about this item. I think everybody should have one. If they don't, go get one or subscribe to the box here. And this is something very beneficial. This is an MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Ultralight, fast boiling stove. We've all seen pictures of them where you got the little, canister of propane. You can attach it to it and you can do all your backcountry meals right there. And you can just kind of take care of anything you need, boiling water, making sure that you're fed and fueled on the go. Something very light, easy to pack, and definitely an item that everybody should have. So this is, again, this Mountain Hunter box. This box is kind of geared towards bow hunters, fitness enthusiasts, backpackers, anybody that's a do-it-yourselfer, public land hunter, backcountry hunters, definitely. These are all items that are going to be very crucial and something that you would find in a long hike, definitely. The box is delivered monthly, usually near the 4th, and then it's rebuilt on the 18th. Derek says that this way our customers are getting their product way in advance before they are charged for the following month. The boxes are typically all the same. The only thing that'll vary a little bit is male versus female clothing. He says he does try and get involved a little bit in whether you're a bow hunter or a gun hunter. He tries to accommodate for any hunting style. He says it doesn't always work out, but he does the best he can for his customers. As far as pricing, there's a couple different plans to choose from. You can do month to month for $44.99. You can do a 3-month prepay for $132, 6-month prepay for $252, or a 12-month prepay for $492. So again, that's Mountain Hunter Box. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He's very active there. And thank you so much, Derek, for participating. I appreciate it, man. All right, next up we have Hunter's Haul. And Brandon's been super awesome as well, working with me. Very vocal guy on social media as well. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, Hunter's Haul. Brandon's been hunting for about since he was 4 or 5 years old, most of his life. I asked him what made him decide to start a subscription box service. He felt like he was not spending the amount of time hunting and outdoors that he would have liked to. He also was always into trying new gear. You know, everybody's got to scratch that itch. And he wanted to see what he liked, and he felt that a subscription box would be a good opportunity for other hunters as well to get things that they could enjoy and try out new stuff. Brandon specifically loves to bow hunt for bigger game, and he does enjoy hunting with a gun for waterfowl, upland bird. Brandon's dream hunt is Arizona archery elk. And conservation to him means protecting what is ours, being the public lands, and protecting our rights from those who are trying to take them away. He says that we have to do our part as sportsmen to ensure our sport can continue forward and the wildlife and their habitat remain strong. And that is so true. Let's go ahead and dive into this box here. Again, this is Hunter's Haul. Now, he sent me the Pro Box. I'll get a little bit into it here in a second about what that means. And so we've got some beautiful items here. I can tell you right off the bat. He said the Pro Box will usually contain 4 to 6 items. The Advanced will be a higher end 1 to 3 items onto the Pro Box. Now, what I really liked about his box is that there are seasonal items and there are species-specific boxes as well, which I thought was pretty cool. So it starts out at $44 a month with free shipping. The advanced level is $110 a month with free shipping also. He says the seasonal boxes will be offered with their seasons. You can do whitetail and western boxes. And those will be tailored around the seasons a little bit more to where summer is scouting and winter will move into the warmer type items. He did offer us also a discount code, so you can get 10% off subscribers' first month. Use code BowhuntingAZ. That's all one word. Let's take a look at some of these items that we've got here. So we have an Easy Estrus Cow Elk Call by Phelps. That'll be super handy, especially this year. I'm doing an over-the-counter elk hunt, and it's going to be really hard. It is not an easy hunt, and one of the few over-the-counter elk hunts that we have here in Arizona, and it's really, they're not meant to be there, so that'll be great. This year, actually, they changed the season a little bit, and it runs up into September, almost pretty much into the rut, and so having that call will be super helpful. We've got an Outdoor Edge Chow Pal Mealtime Multi-Tool. This is a fork and a knife and a spoon all in one. Super lightweight. Fork interlocks with knife and spoon. You got to be able to have something to chow with. The item that I really, really like in this box is this beautiful knife right here. For those listening, it's a CRKT knife. And man, this thing is beautiful. This is definitely going to be a good skinner. Super sharp. Man, this thing is just ultra sharp. And it comes with, of course, it comes with a beautiful sheath. And that thing's really secure. It's got an extra little tie down at the bottom of it you could put around your leg or for something if you're walking around. This knife is beautiful. For those listening, I have posted photos of all the items on social media. Each picture of the box will be up there and available for you. Our last item here is a Phelps elk call, and this is an amp grade mature cow large bull. Everyone knows that Phelps calls are phenomenal calls. It's mouth diaphragm call. And this thing's going to really come in handy, especially get either locating or challenging. So guys, check out Hunter's Haul. Give Brandon a shout. Give him a follow on Instagram. These items are perfect. I really like the ability of the species specific. I thought that was pretty sweet. You can really hone down and kind of get yourself prepped year round and make sure that when season comes and you're ready to hit the field, Hunter's Haul is in your hands and it's waiting for you at your doorstep. All right, our next box here is the Bowhunter Box Club. Jason Felt is the owner. Jason's been really awesome to work with. Super active. He does it feels like almost daily, he does Instagram Live and he's on there answering questions, just chit-chatting with all of his followers and everything. So I really recommend give him a follow on Instagram, Bowhunter Box Club. Jason has been hunting since 2012. He started the box originally because he wanted to try products with an open mind. He felt that a lot of things were getting bashed on the internet, and it was really by people that had never really tried any of the products and they were kind of closed mind about trying something new. So he wanted to be able to bring items to bow hunters and all hunters alike, and just have an easy way for them to try out new products and find out what best fits your compilation of items that you carry with you. He loves to hunt with the bow. That's his first option, definitely, but he has no problem hunting with a gun at all. His dream hunt is an elk. And for him, I asked him what conservation meant to him, and his answer really stuck out to me. He said, hunting and conservation means a great deal to me, from providing healthy meals for my friends and family to passing on traditions to my children. It all ties together. The respect and lessons that you learn from your time in the woods cannot be learned in most of our modern societies. So not only do we owe it to the animals to put forth conservation efforts to make sure their populations thrive, we owe it to our future generations to make sure these traditions are not lost. And that's absolutely awesome. So in a roundabout way, this box is a box of traditions too. And maybe some of these items that we get is something that's going to be handed down, to our kids, to our friends, to family. He's got some really cool stories. I'm actually going to save the story that I asked him about for a later time. I'm going to interview each one of these box owners, and this is something that I really want to touch on later when I get to interview with him and have him tell it. So this is a monthly box. They have a quarterly premium tier called the Full Draw Box, and all the items are pretty much the same. The monthly box starts at $45. It's a $72 average retail value, and the quarterly full draw box is $149.95 with a $250 average value. Typically, there's about 4 to 5 items per box, and he tries to take into consideration as much as possible upcoming seasons and stuff like that. Jason was super awesome, gave us a discount code. So if you decide to sign up with the Bowhunter Box Club, use code BHAZ and get a $10 discount off your initial purchase. Let's go ahead and open this up and see what Jason sent us. I have to admit, first thing, there was a jerky stick here. It was a wild boar. I saw that and I was really hungry, so I gobbled it up, and it was absolutely delicious. I can't recommend that enough. We got a sweet trophy mount here, an HME Hunting Made Easy trophy mount. Supports up to 20 pounds, strong heavy gauge steel construction. You can throw your skull right on there, put it right on your wall. That thing's super sweet. Got some afflictor broadheads, 1 1/4 inch cutting diameter, and 300 grains. Shoot with confidence, guarantee 100% performance. These broadheads look super sweet. I'm actually going to put these on some of my arrows. Super stoked to try these out. I've heard a lot of great things about Afflictor too. They have a great social media presence as well, so make sure you follow them. Got some low profile yardage markers. Super important having these wherever you go pretty much, especially if you're at camp and you're shooting in your downtime when you're not hunting, whether it's in the evening and it's gotten a little too dark or whatever. These are bright colors, so this would stick out really well. You can mark your 20, 30, 40, whatever you want, and know exactly where you're standing. I always have tried doing the dig your foot into the dirt and make a mark, and then I'm tracing my steps back, or I lose it or something like that. So this would just make it all simpler, and that's something that would definitely come in handy. Here you've got another Hunting Made Easy item. This is a sight pin cover, great for all of us compound bow users. Keep your pins protected, and it's got a little scrunchie on here so it fits any size no matter what. So again, thank you, Jason, for sending the Bowhunter Box Club box to us. Make sure you give him a follow, and if you subscribe, use code BHAZ. All right, let's go ahead and jump into our next box here. We have Alpha Outpost. Now, I really liked the structure of this subscription box. I thought it was super cool. This is more of just a general outdoor box subscription service that you have. It's not specifically geared towards hunting, although there are a lot of things that pertain to hunting. But Demi Goodwin is the owner of this one, and she really just had a passion for giving people the tools that it took to get outdoors more often. Actually, Demi has never even been hunting, but she would like to go deer hunting for her first time, and she said she would most likely use a rifle. She wanted to make sure again that everybody had the tools to get outside, and you'll see by the items in this box, that's exactly what she's going for. She's got a cool story as well. During the hurricane that hit in Texas, she sent boxes of what's called their SOL box for people to use, and had a lot of people that were thanking her for sending these boxes because the items in them were very useful. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. Check out Alpha Outpost online as well. You'll see it's pretty cool. She's got just a series of boxes, and each one has its own theme. One is hydration. Another one comes with like a crossbow. You'll see what the Reaper box is all about here in just a second. And so it's pretty cool. Now, when you start off, you sign up. You'll go ahead and sign up. It's $39.95 plus shipping. You can do a monthly box, which is shipped out once a month, or you can purchase just 1 or 2 boxes, and those are shipped out the next business day. You get to pick your first box from the past boxes that have shipped out, and then the newest theme box next month will be the one that is shipped. She tries to get at least 4 more items in there every month. Some of the items that are in there, though, if it's less than that, are just larger items like this Reaper box. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what she's got in here. So we've got Reaper Alpha Outpost. Okay, you get a book with little contents in here, some information, exactly what the tools inside are all about. And I thought this was pretty cool too. I've got a lot of different, it comes with a sticky side as well, but it comes with a patch. And I know a lot of my like 511 tactical bags and stuff like that, I can throw different patches on that you can kind of have camaraderie with people when you see you have different things. So I'll be throwing that Reaper patch onto my 511 bag. And for items, we've got these. Every camp, whenever you're hunting, needs this. I know this is something definitely that I'll be throwing in the back of my car, making sure that I have this handy and available. Beautiful knife. It's even got their logo on it. I love blades that are all black. I kind of try and stay away from the stainless steel. Seeing these, different colored blades or pattern blades and stuff is pretty awesome. So we've got a beautiful large knife here, Bowie knife. Got a beautiful axe. And these both have nice cases on them as well. Get that off. We'll open this up. Make sure again, guys, for the audio listeners to check out the photography that I did for these boxes on Instagram and Facebook. And this axe is beautiful. I always need a good axe. Every single time that I go somewhere, I find myself needing one. So it's definitely good to have this ready and available with you. So awesome. Thank you, Demi, for participating. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being so responsive too. She's super quick on the draw with getting back to you, any questions that you have or anything. Make sure you check out the other theme boxes. They had like a water filtration kit and stuff on there. It's pretty sweet. So I just thought it was a generally good idea, and you can kind of have the different themes and stuff. It makes it fun and interesting to take part in. So thanks so much, Alpha Outpost. Check it out, Alpha Outpost on Instagram. All right, we've got our last and final box here. I'm really excited about this one. This is definitely something that I know I will utilize very much. This is Cody Rich's Backcountry Fuel Box. Definitely something that was a phenomenal idea. Cody's been hunting for about 28 years, and he spends every free moment in the backcountry, and he thought it would be really cool if there was a way to get backcountry snacks just sent to him. I can attest that he's in the backcountry a lot. I tried to get a hold of him originally, and he was actually in the outdoors. He does have somebody always available, though, on his social media, so make sure you follow him at Backcountry Fuel Box. And he said that there was just so many new options available out there, and he just didn't have the time to try them all and order a couple of each, and then you got to pay shipping this and shipping that. So basically, he just wanted to create a service that you could just have these things sent to you. He identifies as primarily a bow hunter, but he uses both every single year, and he also muzzleload hunts. So he loves to bow hunt in September. He's quite fond of toting a rifle, though, in November. His dream hunt is a Merrill stag in Russia. And he says for him, though, the dream hunts are really more about the places than it is the species, but he would also like to have a sheep slam at some point. He feels that this box is primarily for hunters, backpackers, hikers, and anyone who loves adventuring in the outdoors and food. These items that are in here definitely look absolutely delicious, and I can attest that this is going to be something that will definitely prime you all year long and that you could utilize year round. It's a monthly service. Right now, everybody gets the same items in the same box. The box is $33.30 a month. Let's go ahead and open this thing up and check it out. Cody also has a podcast. If you check out The Rich Outdoors, listen to his podcast. It's great. Lots of good content on there. And you can use promo code TRO. And you can get 10% off the box. So let's check this out. All right. There's a ton of items in this box. Boom, there we go. Some of these brands you'll recognize right away. That's the one great thing about these subscription service boxes is I always like to find new brands and try out new things, because there might be somebody that hasn't gotten quite the exposure yet like other brands, and they've really hit the mark. So right away I can see Wilderness Athlete. We got Hydrate and Recover, Electrolyte Fuel, Energy and Focus, Brain and Body Fuel. 2 great drinks, powders that you can pour in your drinks right away. Recovery is really important. I've been taking just like a Gatorade or the Mio stuff lately, but getting Backcountry Fuel Box and being able to have these on hand and not even have to worry about the other stuff, it's a great idea. Got a Big Sur bar. It's an all natural and it's got some chocolate chips in it. This thing looks absolutely delicious. So that'll be a great fuel bar to have with you in your backpack. Got some organic plant-based protein. You got peanut butter, pumpkin seeds, pink Himalayan sea salt, and dates. Another great thing to have for a snack to keep you going. Got some Scout bars here. Scout Backcountry, organic energy. You got Peruvian chocolate. You got chocolate, almonds, pumpkin seeds, dates, and pink Himalayan salt. A little bit of sugar to satisfy that sweet tooth. That's funny. I hear a lot of guys, carrying candy bars. You got Snickers and all these other stuff. I've always liked Paydays are another great thing to have. But being able to substitute something like this with that instead, especially that's USDA organic, hit the mark on that one. Here's another one from Scout Backcountry. 10 grams of protein, USA grown, roasted pumpkin seeds. Pink Himalayan sea salt pumpkin seeds. It's phenomenal. Let's see. Which one do I want to start with? I'll start with this one, the beef jerky here. So we've got some Off Grid Food Co. You got beef jerky, their original recipe. Always good to have jerky with you. You're hiking, you're doing very physically demanding stuff. You need to make sure that you're giving your body that protein, because that is what your muscles run off of. And especially for recovery, substituting recirculating the protein in your body to make sure your muscles have what it needs to repair the fibers is ultra important. I'm super stoked with this, and just to show how great these boxes play off of each other, these next 3 items right here would all utilize the stove from Mountain Hunter Box. So this is great. We've got 2 different types of macaroni from Fishke Provisions. You got macaroni and cheese, you got cheddar, hatch, green chili, and garlic. All you got to do is just add water. It's GMO-free pasta and peppers. So you can boil your water, dump it in there. You got dinner right here, and this thing weighs like nothing. You got another macaroni and cheese from same company, Fishke Provisions, cheddar, hatch, red chili, and bell peppers. Same thing, just add water. 11 grams of protein per serving. And obviously right here it says great for camping, and that holds true. Back to Off Grid Food Co. These will cover dinner. These will cover snacks all day. This covers hydration. And then this covers breakfast right here. Off Grid Food Co.'s Predator Fuel Oatmeal, strawberry mango flavor. And all you got to do, same thing here, just add water in it. You got gluten-free oats, crushed almonds, shredded coconut, grass-fed whey, protein powder, powdered milk, freeze-dried strawberry, mango, maple sugar, sea salt, and vanilla powder, certified organic ingredients. So, like I said, Backcountry Fuel Box, phenomenal way to just order it and just let it stack up. Even if you're not hunting all the time, you're getting ready for big hunt, stuff like that, just order it and let it go. And then you've got your snacks and everything. And each box covers all the aspects. So you've got your snacks, got your protein, your jerky, got your dinners or lunch, macaroni and cheeses, and you got your breakfast. Thank you so much, Cody, for sending this to us. And super excited to be a part of the culture and share all these great boxes with you guys. All right, that does it for this episode. Thank you so much to the 6 boxes that contributed: Backcountry Fuel Box, Hunter's Hall, Alpha Outpost, Sportsman's Box, Bowhunter Box Club, and Mountain Hunter Box. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for participating and being a part of this episode, believing in Bowhunting AZ. Make sure you check out each one, follow them on Instagram. Check out social media as well. You'll be able to see all the product photos and everything that I did, see what each product looks like, get an idea of what the packages inside are, and familiar with that. A couple other things I want to mention. I really enjoy doing short films. I'm doing a short film soon called Time Spent. It's going to cover basically the crux will be time spent in the field that we are dedicating to the hunt. So this is going to be pre-hunt, kind of everything we do leading up to that and all that entails about that. So I just love doing video and stuff like that anyway. So it's something that was near and dear to my heart, and it's kind of a passion project. Thank you to a couple companies as well that are supporting me in that. I'm pro staff for these guys, but they just have a phenomenal company. Nate Harrell and Randy Foote over at Open Country Optics. You can rent or buy quality optics from these guys, and they outfitted me for this journey. So you go ahead and you can rent online. You get this nice, beautiful Pelican case box, super durable. It's got Open Country Optics right there on the front. Make sure you follow them on Instagram as well. They drop a lot of scouting knowledge on there. Along in this case, when you rent, you'll get this tripod. It's a carbon fiber tripod. I know tripods in and out. I do photography, video, and all that other stuff for my job. So this is a wonderful tripod. Carbon fiber, ultra light. This thing weighs like nothing, and it's super steady in the wind. I used it pretty much through a full-blown monsoon. I was getting dumped upon by a storm, and it held strong. You get your bino mount, and then you get these beautiful Swarovski 15 by 56 binos. These things are so crystal clear. I've compared them to other ones. I've got some Vortexes and stuff, and these things, it is unreal. Not to mention just the clarity, but also the light gathering abilities as well. Even for 15s, it just looks infinitely brighter, and you're able to pick out little details and stuff like that. So thank you so much to Open Country Optics for sponsoring me for the video. I appreciate it, and thank you for letting me be on your pro staff. Another company that I really, really am very proud to be sponsored by in this video and working with is Flatline Maps. Now, these guys are local. They're right here out of Prescott. I love supporting local companies, from Open Country Optics, Flatline Maps, you name it. Flatline Maps gives you detailed maps for your hunting unit, specifically to your hunting unit. I will occasionally use OnX. It's great to be able to e-scout and stuff like that, but when you're in the field, if you fall down and break your phone, you're going to be out of luck. And what are you going to do then? They also provide you with an app as well that you can do everything that you need to. So it takes care of things on both ends. Flatline Maps is on top of it. The map is super detailed. They lay everything out for you, and it's double-sided. Very nice material. It's not paper, durable. They take care of everything. They're super responsive. Make sure you follow them on Instagram. It'll be around here somewhere, their Instagram handle. So thank you again, Flatline Maps. I appreciate you being a part of that. Also, I can't recommend enough Dark Mountain, their Kodiak pre-workout. You'll see a little bit about them in the video. It's pretty funny. They've got all sorts of stuff. You can go on if you want to try them out and you're not sure about it. You don't want to buy a bottle right off the bat. You can go and get their use promo code MyFreeSample, and you'll see a shaker with 4 pre-workout packets, sample packets, and just type in that promo code MyFreeSample, and all you have to do is pay shipping and handling. You'll get the shaker and 4 of these guys for free. It's worth it just to give it a shot. I'm very particular about my pre-workouts. I've tried a lot of different supplements, and this is by far the best that I've ever had. And anybody I've given some of this to has converted. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to get your stickers. You can get your Bowhunting AZ t-shirts online, bowhuntingaz.com. Just click on the store tab. Thank you so much for joining us this episode. I hope that all this information about the different subscription boxes has really brought to light some of the things that these companies have to offer us. Make sure that we get them in our corner, and it's something great that we can always fall back on. Even when it's not hunting season, we have these items coming to us, getting prepped, and like the video will be about, time spent in the field getting ready for that hunt. Make sure go ahead and post and tag us in any of the tags that you have coming. I know I picked my tags up today from Game and Fish. I'm super stoked to get out there. I've already been glassing a little bit and everything. So share your stories with us, your journeys with us. Can't wait for hunting season to roll around. It's almost here, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. God bless. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of the Bowhunting AZ podcast. A big shout out and thank you to Hunters Hall, Backcountry Fuel Box, Alpha Outpost, Bowhunter Box Club, Mountain Hunter Box, and Sportsman's Box for participating. Make sure you follow each one of them on Instagram. As the season rapidly approaches, make sure that you tag us in your journey as you scout and start to hunt. I wish everyone the best, and I can't wait to share a few of my own stories as well. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us that 5-star review. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Bowhunting AZ. God bless everyone, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.